Now at 6, we have issued a KGW weather impact alert with a winter weather advisory in the Coast Range and in the Cascades.
We have team coverage this morning. Thomas Schultz has details on how to stay safe if you're driving in icy or snowy conditions today. And Libby Dowsett is talking if warming shelters in the Portland metro area will be opening up. And Rod Hill and Chris McGinnis are checking in on what roads and what the weather is looking like as you head out the door this morning. As your news at sunrise starts right now. Good morning, and thank you for joining us on your Tuesday. I'm China Green.
And I'm Matthew Herchick. Let's get right over to Rod for a look at that forecast. Rod, how are things looking right now?
Well, one way to stay safe is to have the weather cooperate, right? And that's what's going on this morning so far. We do have the KGW impact alert up. Basically, at this point, every night into the early morning hours through Thursday morning, as we just monitor to see if we're going to have freezing temperatures or not, to see if the showers coming in are going to be rain or snow. Now, so far this morning, the news is temperatures in the flats of the I-5 corridor, the valley in southwest Washington, have been above freezing, and it's been mainly dry to rain showers. We do have snow in the Cascades where there are travel difficulties because the passes are snow covered. Same thing up in the Coast Range. And here's the latest little wave of moisture coming in. It's all snow at elevation in the mountains, but as you get down to McMinnville, Newburgh, Donald, it starts to become a mix up into Tualatin and Beaverton, but these ground temperatures are generally holding in the mid-30s, and here they are. I mean, 37 in Beaverton, Tiger at Wilsonville is at 36, downtown Portland 39, there's Salem 37. So again, if these temperatures hold, it doesn't really matter what's moving through the area. Roadways will simply remain wet. As you look at the day planner, we have the impact alert up through about 8 o'clock this morning to see if we get any freezing temperatures. I don't think we will. I would say confidence is nearing 100% that Portland will simply stay wet this morning. That 38-degree temperature not expected to change much. Here's Chris.
Sorry, kids, you're going to school today. All right, let's get you out the door with a look at the Coast Range, though. This is Highway 20 west of Corvallis. So between Benton and Lincoln counties, getting up into the Coast Range, it's snowing pretty good there east of Newport. Again, in the higher terrain. Highway 18 near Murphy Hill and again near Valley Junction. Again, not terribly high in elevation, only about 300 feet or so, but there is some snow coverage out there. Again, this is out between Yamhill and Lincoln counties as well. This is some video from overnight, by the way, south of the area down in the southern Willamette Valley. Trucker Steve Calvo is sending us a shot of this backup down in the Cottage Grove area. That has cleared, but again, as you get into the higher terrain anywhere out of the valley, we could see some issues out there this morning. All right, the roads locally in pretty good shape. We had an earlier stall on the Abernathy Bridge. That's out of the way. The drive times right now are in great shape this morning. China, Matthew?
Thank you, Chris. And speaking of the roads, ODOT says that they will be out plowing the roads 24/7 if there's snow around. So a reminder to give the plows plenty of room, avoid tailgating and passing, and watch out for snow plow cloud, which is the snow kicked up by moving plow. And for people living out in the cold, some local leaders around the area are taking steps to make sure that people have somewhere warm to go if the temperatures drop.
But Multnomah County has yet to open its warming shelters. Libby Dowsett is live in southwest Portland with more on the reasons why. Libby.
Well, Matthew, Multnomah County says it's waiting for colder or stormier weather before they open their warming shelters. And they say as it is now, they have regular overnight shelters they are operating, and that's where people can go. It's available for people to warm up at those locations. Now, local nonprofit groups around the city, including Blanchet House in Old Town, are doing what they can to keep up with the need on the streets, such as handing out donated winter clothes. Nearby communities are also stepping up with an overnight warming shelter in Clackamas County that opened last night. In Longview, Washington, a severe weather shelter is open through Wednesday, and Clark County is serving folks with its overnight and daytime warming centers. But again, no warming center openings right now in Multnomah County.
These are the last few coats that we've got on our shelves, and I expect that they're going to go out today at lunch.
They should definitely have warming centers for the elderly and the sick that can't survive in the cold weather.
Now here is the breakdown. Multnomah County says it would open its warming centers if temperatures are forecast to be 25 degrees or below for at least 4 hours or more between 8 p.m. and 7 a.m. Also, temperatures at or below freezing with an inch or more of rain and overnight winds above 10 miles per hour, or 1 inch or more of snow within 24 hours. And when those are not met, Multnomah County recommends going to one of its overnight shelters or staying warm during the day at one of its county libraries. So essentially right now they're just saying look for those overnight shelters, guys.
All right, our Libby Dowsett reporting live. Thank you. And stay with KGW's continuing coverage of this weather impact alert. Thomas Schultz will join us later this hour with what the roads are looking like and how to stay safe if you're driving in winter conditions. Meanwhile, 2 hikers had to be rescued by the Coast Guard after they fell down an avalanche chute on Mount Eleanor in the Olympic National Forest. The helicopter crew out of Astoria was called up to help pull the 51-year-old and 16-year-old out because it wasn't safe for ground crews to get them. The 51-year-old suffered injuries to her abdomen, the teen injuries to their knee while trying to help. Once they were pulled out, both were taken to the hospital. No, your eyes are not deceiving you. New surveillance video from a front door camera in Tigard shows a pickup truck flying into the house across the street. Now, this happened last Friday, we told you, on Southwest Lakewood Place. Tigard police say the pickup went airborne after hitting a dirt mound, flying roughly 100 feet through the air and clearing a retaining wall before it hit the house. Luckily, the family of 5, including 3 children, all made it out unharmed.
I didn't expect a flying truck, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, I must be in a sleep stupor or something. I can't process what I'm seeing in front of me.
Officers say the 2 inside the truck were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. The driver has been charged with both reckless driving and reckless endangering.
Oh my goodness. This is bad. This is a really bad wreck.
2 Oregon State troopers are in the hospital this morning with serious injuries, and a police canine was hurt in a crash involving a semi near the Dalles. This is video from yesterday morning at the I-84 exit to Highway 197. It shows a semi-trailer nearly on its side and a state fish and wildlife truck that sustained heavy front end damage. Authorities say that the troopers were responding to a separate crash involving a log truck at the time. The cause of the crash is still under investigation.
Well, we are checking back in with our weather impact alert for that winter weather advisory in the Cascades and the Coast Range. Rod, what do people need to know as they head out this morning?
Yeah, let me talk about the gorge just for a second on the heels of seeing that really bad accident yesterday. Temperatures from Hood River to the Dalles are running 30-32 this morning. There has been, according to radar, snow showers moving through that area, but so far precip has been pretty light. Now, as Matthew just mentioned, we have the winter weather advisory for the Coast Range and the Cascades. We've got sticking snow in the Coast Range this morning near to above 500 feet. So that includes a lot of the highways. And then, of course, by the time you get up above 1,000 feet in the Cascades, it is snow. Daily amounts, I really feel like for both ranges are going to be pretty uniform, 2 to 5, 2 to 6 inches over the coming days. The advisory up all the way through Thursday night. So here's what we have. So far, we have seen temperatures nearly steady in the valley going all the way back to 6 p.m. last night when Portland was 39. So the point is we didn't really get cold last night. So roadways are dry to wet out there this morning. Now, we are seeing this surge of moisture that's now bouncing out of the Coast Range into the valley. The white is snow, the green is rain. So you can see it's transitioning as it pushes into our area. Temperatures, 36 Wilsonville, Tigard, Beaverton, 37, obviously well above freezing. 39 in Portland, and the gorge is simply not a player this time. There is not really a significant east wind coming out of the gorge, so Troutdale is about the same. And even Sandy at 1,000 feet is reporting a temperature of 36 degrees. You folks in Salem have been holding in the mid to upper 30s this morning as well. Here's the afternoon map. Like yesterday, we'll be back up into the 40s of scattered showers. A colder day out east today than it was yesterday. Yesterday, a lot of you hit 40 or better. Today, you're expected to primarily hold in the 30s. Again, snow continuing over the Coast Range and the Cascades today. We have the KGW impact alert basically through Thursday morning as we just monitor overnight temps and rain versus snow shower patterns each night. It's kind of a day-to-day call, but it really looks like at this point we will not have any issues in Portland as temperatures will likely hold in the mid to upper 30s this morning. Back to you.
Rod, thank you very much. And as we continue our winter weather coverage, we want to know and see what's going on in your neighborhood. So text us photos or videos at the number on your screen there, 503-226-5088. Make sure to leave your name, your location, and when you took them. And we want to thank you for helping the community stay informed.